Play whatever makes you happy. Honestly, just chatting with you guys make me happy. I got free content from Nyara today. I've been blessed. I've been blessed by Nyara. She gave me free content today.
Cool. What's your pronouns?
I can actually talk about this too. I have something to talk about. Oh my god, just like as soon as the first part, I'm like, yeah, I know what to talk about here. Anyway, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
Cool. What's your pronouns?
I once had a guy in school tell me he'd totally date me if I was a girl.
What are your pronouns?
I didn't know why, but I felt, oh my god, I don't actually want to talk to them.
I wouldn't be able to deal with this shit.
You scared him off.
Are you female or male, Clove? I want to talk to them.
Cool. You're not gonna answer.
It's so cringe because when it comes to like, because there might be, okay, so people usually, when they're asking, especially when it comes from women, it seems like, that just might be allies. I don't know if it's harassment, but when they ask pronouns, I don't like that. Like, I hate being asked my pronouns. Like, ever. Like, unironically, I want people to assume my pronouns, but if you get it wrong, I hate you.
Can I get like a yes or no if you don't want to answer? You don't want to answer? Wait. Huh? Oh, I'm confused. Stop. Don't do this to me. You're like my first ex.
I'm just following the instructions. Can you please nod if you don't want to answer? Yes. What do you mean? I'm confused. I don't know. It's just like I'm tired. Like I didn't even.
Yeah, they're definitely being assholes. You can tell by the tone of their voice. It's basically, they're just harassing you at this point. Because like if you don't answer, then like you're not required to answer.
Speak.
Also, why the fuck does it matter what gender you are playing Valorant?
Race is flanking.
Oh, he speaks. Sorry.
Behind you.
Speak.
Whoa! I really miss doing Clove right now. Clove is okay. You don't have to answer any personal questions you wouldn't like to answer. I feel like a therapist. I feel like those doctors that make your mom leave to ask you if you do like any substances.
I wasn't talking. I was talking to Chad, and then like out of nowhere, getting like the what are your pronouns? What are your pronouns? Can you answer? What are your pronouns? Why do you not want to answer my question? Oh, it's actually okay. You don't have to answer my question. Oh, why don't you just answer the questions? Because like why do I? Why do I have to?
Again, I'm gonna have to repeat. Like, why does it matter what someone's pronouns are on a game? It's a fucking video game. People are pathetic.
Why do people feel entitled to ask me these questions? Why is my stream down? Why did my stream just die? I was in the middle of fucking ranting. I don't know when I did cut off, but it's just like I am playing the game. I didn't say anything, or even if I do say anything, it's like, oh, cool, you noticed that I'm trans. Oh, cool, you saw the trans flag. Oh, very cool. You are bringing attention to the pronouns. You are doing this. And now everybody is very interested in what my genitalia looks like.
And this is literally the problem, because even on like online discourse in like video games or on social media platforms, they always are like constantly focusing on like what you are, like how you need to be addressed, and it's like I don't see like how that's important like ever, unless it's a topic specifically about gender where you bring it up yourself. It just seems like it's just a way to harass people, and then they sit there and they have the gall to say that we like shove our gender down their throats, and we shove our ideals down their throats. But they're just obsessed with us, especially when it comes to like finding out what genitals we have on a video game. It's a fucking video game. Just like shut up.
And I'm so fucking tired of it. I do not have the stamina and energy to teach cis people how to properly behave. I don't want to constantly be put on the spot. I don't always want to just sit there and have to talk about the fact that I'm trans. And
yeah, I have that. I've had like, I think I've had this situation maybe like once in my entire time of transitioning, but once I started passing, like I didn't have these weird awkward situations anymore. But if you're with a group of people and someone signals just you out to ask your pronouns, like you're making it very obvious that you just clocked that person. And it's like you're just like putting them on the spot, and you're making them feel like shit because it's like you're different, and I have to ask how you're different. But you can just like, I don't know, just like default to a neutral pronoun. It's that easy. You don't have to like put someone on the spot and make them feel othered to accomplish this. You Just use gender neutral pronouns. It's so fucking easy.
Then realizing that like, oh, now I'm doing callouts and everybody's like expecting something of me. And then the
Like, if anything, if someone calls me a gender neutral pronoun, I will correct them. I will be like, no, it's just she, her. I'll just correct them. If it bothers me enough, and most of the time it doesn't bother me because I don't care. I used to care. I don't care anymore.
first thing I hear, oh, he speaks. Oh, haha. No, I mean they. Haha. I don't want the fact that I'm trans just, you know, be like the main focus. I don't want out of nowhere to have random people just like come to me and be like, oh, what are your pronouns? What are your pronouns? Are you MTF or FTM? Oh, what are your pronouns? And I'm not even like having a conversation. You're not entitled to know this. Like, oh yeah, you're so, you know, supportive and so on because you're curious. But you're also putting me on the spot. And that kind of sucks to have to deal with over and over again, all of the time. Right? Obviously, I have the trans flag. I don't mind when people are curious about the fact that I'm trans, but they could have just been like, oh, hey, I saw you at the trans flag. Are you trans or anything? And then we have like the conversation going. To have a conversation that I'm not a part of and then randomly be like, oh, what are your pronouns? I just really need to know the way that I need to talk about you because, you know, you all are just like silly little goobers, right?
Most of the people who are playing Valorant, don't they just call different people by the character they're playing? Like, I know Nyara plays Clove, so why don't they just like refer to them as Clove instead of saying like their like you're even asking their pronouns? It's so weird. I don't know enough about Valorant like culture, but I assume that's how it's like.
Like, why do you feel the need to put me on the spot? Why do you need to involve me to show that you're such a good ally? I don't know you. You don't even need to know my pronouns. You can just call me Clove or whatnot, the character that I'm playing. It just happens all of the time. Like, I didn't want to be
I swear I did not pre-watch this.
a part of that conversation. I didn't really want to do anything. Like, I just was talking to chat, obviously, right? And then to be like, oh, what are your pronouns? What are your pronouns? Oh, do you not want to answer my question? Oh my god, you're so confusing, just like my ex. Oh, but it's okay. You don't have to answer any personal questions. Oh, thank you for giving me permission to not answer your dumbass questions. I'm sorry that I didn't, you know, give you what you wanted, I guess. They gave me so many flashbacks to my own stream. I'm triggered. Just, like, these are the things, sadly, these are the things that only trans people will actually understand. Because from a cis person's perspective, this is something that is perceived to be super supportive and actually really good treatment. To put me on the spot. To essentially out me. And then you go through the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's a big problem I have about like it happening IRL too, because like if someone came up to me specifically, like if I was with my wife and they like specifically asked just for my pronouns, that's just like, and I'm pretty sure she's said that. Hasn't someone asked you before of like what my pronouns were like behind my back instead of just asking me directly? I think that's something that's happened before. I think so, yeah. I think it's happened at work before. I think one of my old managers, before I started passing, asked just specifically me what my pronouns were, and I was like, oh, okay. So she clocked me. Cool. It's just, it's so weird, and it's like, it's so awkward, and it's like, just like, try to, I think there just needs to be like some kind of like education that is put out in the world that explains how you should approach someone who's different.
This is what we asked for, yeah. And I think that is the thing that like bothers me the most, is that I can talk about this, I can showcase this behavior, and I will still have like a bunch of cis people be like, you just can never be satisfied. You're so hard to please. You trans people just, I don't even know how to engage with you people. And then they play the victim, and it's like, you are actually being horrible right now because they are just actually asking. They are just being nice and supportive, and it's like,
yeah, the fucking guilt tripping, yeah, something that happens too. The constant guilt tripping that basically you're not allowed to be offended when someone's like being offensive to you.
why do people have to lead with what are your pronouns in a conversation that I'm not even a part of? because they desperately need to know how to place me and how to talk about me. I think I'm guilty of that. Like I told some people with me.
They desperately gotta figure out like where you're like what's in your pants pretty much. The obsessive nature of these people is ridiculous.
On a protest. My pronouns is a cis person because I knew someone there wasn't cis. I thought I was helping. I think certain things always kind of depend.
Gun your head, genitals, show them. I never said that. I never said that.
But you know this one shot that I had where I started speaking, they started like sexualizing me or something, and then this one guy was like, oh, can everybody say their pronouns? It's just like, there's somebody in here that is different, but we kinda, you know, I'm kinda trying to be nice and not call them out directly. And
Chat, I did not pre-watch this, I promise you. We just think alike, okay? Like, me and Nyara are very similar. I promise I did not pre-watch this. You have to believe me.
a lot of times it's doing the opposite. I get that, you know, like, it can be really difficult in video games and so on, because just based on voice, you could also assume that I am non-binary or trans man.
At the end of the day, Nyara does not sound masculine at all, so I've never understood like that need to like be harassed for her pronouns like every single time that she talks. Like she doesn't sound masculine at all. Is it just because we're around her a lot so that we like hear her differently than other people? But like to me, she does not sound masculine at all. She sounds like a woman. I just think that too many incels, they consume too much content of like they consume content from like VTubers and like streamers, and they all like all these women streamers, they pitch their voice up so fucking high, like it's so high, like all the fucking time, and they think that is what makes a woman. But if you go out in the real world, like women sound different. I showed Nyara's voice to both my mom and my dad, no model, and asked them man or woman, both instantly answered woman. Yeah, I think it's just like online culture, like online incel culture, and like people who are like weebs and otaku, they're just shut in. So again, they only see these big streamers that are women they're just like super high pitched voices and, you know, super anime girl, like that, and they think that's what makes someone like a woman. But if you go out in the real world, there's plenty of women that have really deep voices.
But like in real life, if you're a binary trans person and you put effort into your transition.
Me personally, when I'm playing a game like Valorant, everyone typically just uses agents' names rather than username, except for when a woman is around or someone femme presenting. So do you think that... I wonder if it's actually because that Nyara sounds like a woman that people automatically are like, oh, well, let's fuck with this bitch. Because I don't see any reason. Like if it was just like a group of like masculine sounding people, I would assume that they just like go by their names, like the name of the agent they're playing, and that's what I've heard in the past. So just hearing you say that, I think there is a tie-in to the reason why she gets treated like that is because she sounds femme. A lot of VTubers try to sound like children. There's a few that sound like normal women that don't do a lowly voice. Yeah. Are you saying lolly voice? Yeah. Online people want their remake VTubers to sound like children. I'm gonna say this again, and it comes back to the fact that this is like my hot take. It's not really a hot take, honestly. I think this like is common knowledge, but a lot of online culture and like even in the world, a lot of stuff surrounds like Caucasian culture, and white beauty standards are very tied into pedophilic standards. Just think about it. They want women who have the smoothest skin, the longest hair, you know, completely hairless besides on their head. They have to be skinny, skin and bones, skinny. And they also have to have big boobs. And you want to know why the big boob thing is? It's because of like young children getting pregnant. Food for thought.
And so cis people have it easier to place you, but then something is still off about you, and then they're like, oh, okay, so you have long hair. Oh, you're doing makeup. Oh, you're wearing feminine outfits. What are your pronouns? I'm just going to use her as an example. If you look at like Lily Tino, and you see like the clips, somebody who, you know, has like a feminine haircut and, you know, wears feminine outfits, and then people coming up to her being like, oh, what are your pronouns? I don't want to misgender you. It's like, you obviously see somebody, you clock them as trans. You're like, oh, but they're kind of trying to be femme presenting. Maybe you can just go with your gut feeling, be like, probably a trans woman. It's this people being performative. Yeah, just, it feels like.
To be fair, I think Lily Tino like purposely does things and tries to do things to be misgendered on purpose for rage bait. So I'm not sure if like that really like fully applies because she's like doing it on purpose.
It feels like you're being called out on your.
Oh, you don't know who Lily Tino is? You don't really need to look too far. Hold on. This is Lily Tino. Oh god, she deleted everything. Shit. There's some videos right here. I think the Disney one is the one she's most famous for. The Disney one. I really don't like Lily Tino. The only reason that I still like continue defending her though is because a lot of people will use her bad behavior to try to like say, well, hey, look, this is this trans woman and she acts like a man, so therefore I can treat all trans women like really bad. And so I don't misgender her, and like I don't allow people to misgender her because you don't lose your pronouns just because you have bad behavior. There's gotta be at least one video. Here, there's one right here. That's unavailable. Okay. Shit. I don't even know if I can find a video because she deleted all her content. Is there something on Instagram? Maybe Instagram? Yeah. Okay, this is the one that she was like, this is the one she was like, got canceled for. Because she was taking pictures in the women's bathroom in Disneyland. Or was it Disney World? It was the one in Florida. Yeah. This is one she got canceled for. She was literally just taking pictures with around people and then talking about like dildos and shit like around kids. And that's why like a lot of people are like fucking trying to cancel her. That's a Latina.
Transness.
As I've said 100 times, just because a trans person does shit that makes them shitty, that doesn't give you a right to be a prick and misgender them, use the right pronouns and just insult them being right. Yeah.
I like it when I play a game and somebody just automatically assumes, oh, probably she, her pronouns, or she, they, you know? Because then it's like, oh, okay, I'm not being questioned. I'm not being put on the spot. I am actually being affirmed without having to sit there and tell you my pronouns. Because once I tell you my pronouns, like if you misgender me afterwards, then it's like, okay, I guess I'll just die. But if you then gender me correctly, it doesn't really feel that validating anymore. It kind of removes the joy from me to be seen as the gender that I am. And I think that is also something that cis people do not understand. And I wish they would. But sadly, they're going to look at videos like this. They're going to look at moments and interactions like this and be like, oh, these trans people, they can never be happy. And I think that kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, and the constant need to like affirm their own delusions that they think that trans people aren't happy just because they're trans. Girl, I think like the majority of trans people can like confirm this, but once you start transitioning, you are happy. Like almost all of us are happy. It's just people basically being cruel and bullying us is what causes a lot of that, the suicidal statistics that people talk about. Like, you're finally yourself, you finally get to be happy, and you're cast aside and treated like shit for it.
Because I feel like I'm actually pretty clear in what the problem is. It feels othering. And it is actually othering. The thing is, like, she was so pushy, and I just didn't have the stamina to engage with that. Right? But I feel like everybody should generate a new bingo card, and we just, like, try and see if we can, you know, get something in the next matches. Also check Nyara Whooith because that's a given.
Gork. As always, go follow Nyara. She's amazing. She's at TwitchCon right now, and I miss her. And I would like to meet Nyara one day. All right, chat. Where are we? Transphobes using the incorrect statistics as an insult is really annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. Let me turn my music back on. There are no genders on the internet. I wish that was true, but for some reason, there's no genders as long as you're not a girl. And then you're a girl, and then genders matter. Yeah, I think that's my biggest hot take is the fact that white beauty standards are really pedophilic. I think once you like really think about it, you're like, yeah, because again, they want women to be hairless, no hair on your armpits, no hair, you know, down on your genitals, no hair on your legs, not single, like, not a single, like, perfect little eyebrows, perfect long hair. You have to be really skinny, like so skinny, to the point you have no curves. That's the big one, no curves. People think that just because I'm trans, I'm miserable, and it's like, I'm very happy. Like, I have 2 wonderful children. I have a beautiful wife. I have a house. I have a full-time job. I enjoy my time making content on the internet. I love being mean to bigots. Like, I'm having a blast, and people seem to think that just because I'm trans, I'm miserable. It's like, no, I'm affirmed in my gender. I, like, in every aspect of my life. Like, everyone sees me as a woman. No one even knows I'm trans, like, outside of a few, like, individuals. Like, why would I not be happy? That's like a daily thing of being accused that I'm miserable. It's just a constant thing. I'm miserable. People are disgusting. I hate people, chat. Yeah, people suck ass. People suck, hell yeah.
And she's glowing, her hair stays flowing, and she drops hot takes like she just don't care. Your precious lady is about to arrive. Wouldn't advise getting on her bad side. Don't know if she has talent, but she just might. Everybody questioning who the best druid around is. Like, who is? It's the pretty pink icon. Whooith.